In this video, I'm diving into one of the most overlooked aspects of metabolic health. It's the thermic effect of food, or TEF. This has been one of the cheat codes for the 1,000+ career-driven women that we've transformed simply by eating the right foods. By the end of this video, you'll understand the thermic effect, and I'll show you the 2 best types of food to focus on. My name's Justin Bauer. We help busy women make fitness transformations while eating like a human. I'm excited to share this with you. Let's dive in. So the thermic effect of food is really useful in helping you optimize your metabolic health and reigniting your body's #1 fat-burning engine, your metabolism. So what is this thermic effect of food? This is the energy that your body uses to digest, absorb, and metabolize food. So here's our body's total daily energy expenditure, which is essentially every single calorie that we burn on a daily basis. The thermic effect only makes up 10% of the overall energy expenditure, which sounds small, but this can be an absolute game changer. By simply focusing on the right foods, you can increase the amount of calories that your body burns on a daily basis without having to live in the gym or give up your favorite foods. And even better, optimizing your thermic effect can be done overnight simply by swapping out the right foods and getting the right things in gear. So we're talking about having things like cheese sticks and raspberries and getting the right things from Jimmy John's and Chick-fil-A. Now, the name of the game with weight loss is to be in a small calorie deficit and have adequate protein. But what no one talks about is how you can create a deficit by building your metabolism up. And the thermic effect is one of the easiest cheat codes to get your body working for you and not against you. Now, our typical audience is busy women that are juggling careers, families, social life, who don't have a ton of time to spend on the stair stepper or eating green beans and tilapia every 2 hours. So by focusing on thermogenic foods and metabolic health, we're able to build our metabolism even with limited time and limited energy. And with this, the best part is we can ditch the traditional dieting mindset. By focusing on this, you get a sense of food freedom that doesn't exist on any conventional diet, which is a massive factor in keeping weight off for good. So with that being said, let's break down the 2 types of thermogenic foods that can get your metabolism firing for you. Number 1 is your protein. Protein is your metabolism's best friend for many reasons. But as far as the thermic effect is concerned, protein requires a ton of energy to digest. And the thermic effect of protein is substantially higher than the carbs and the fats. And this is gonna range anywhere from 20 to 30% of the overall energy content of the protein. So if you get 100 calories of protein, 20 to 30 of those calories are used to process it, meaning that your body will expend calories for you just by focusing on protein. And as an added bonus, this giant blue square known as your BMR will get lit on fire when you combine the right fitness and right nutrition strategy. Protein will help you feel fuller longer, and it's proven to eliminate your cravings. And as you're losing weight, it can maintain and even build your lean muscle mass, which is a massive factor in your metabolic health. Now, many people that do traditional dieting tend to get stuck in this spot. 20 pounds on Ozempic, for instance, maybe 10 pounds of muscle and 10 pounds of fat. And that can be absolutely catastrophic to your metabolism. So focusing on protein as we're losing weight is absolutely essential. And number 2 is fiber. Fiber is another powerhouse to your metabolism. It keeps you fuller longer, it improves your digestion, and it helps keep you regular. But the biggest benefit here is that it influences the rate of digestion, which impacts your thermic effect. Now, fiber isn't as straightforward as the 20 to 30% from protein, but the real magic from fiber is having a slower, more stable digestive process, which does increase your thermic effect and your satiation. Now, if you imagine 2 versions of yourself, one focused on thermic foods and one that isn't, the version of you that has more of these foods will naturally burn more calories just through your food choices. And that can lead to 2 wildly different outcomes. And you don't need a massive calorie deficit to lose weight. We need a simple, sustainable strategy like this to tip the scale in our favor and make staying in that fat burning state very easy. Now, what are some of the best options for each category? For your proteins, here's what works incredibly well for our busy clients. Plain Greek yogurt with or without the fruit, cheese sticks. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm always talking about these things. Protein shakes, ideally a whey isolate for easy, convenient protein, and then any types of lean meats. So chicken breast, even chicken thighs, lean ground beef, lean ground turkey, 93.7 or higher, sirloin steak, tuna, hard-boiled eggs, edamame beef jerky. And the thing with protein, it does not need to constantly be these clean options either. I once had a client named Lisa. She ate at McDonald's 5 days a week because the McDouble had 22 grams of protein. So with your protein, you don't need to make it suck. Make your protein easy. Make it easy on yourself for once. Now, there are tons more protein options out there, but having these as staples will constantly fire up your thermic effect. There are some PDFs in our Metabolism Masterclass. If you don't have access to that already, that's down below. Now, for fiber, here's what I like to focus on with our clients. Now, there are certain foods that are flat out more enjoyable and better for you than some of the others. So our go-tos here are raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries. And it kind of sounds ridiculous, but popcorn is fantastic. It's high in fiber, it's salty, it's crunchy, and there are plenty of amazing options out there. And you do not need to just be sticking with celery and broccoli, because let's face it, those things aren't always the most fun to eat, and sometimes you need some extracurriculars to just be able to get them down. Now, the last thing on fiber, Nature Made makes these fiber gummies. They're very high in fiber and have next to no calories, so if you are having digestive issues, those gummies can be a tremendous help. Now, on top of being high in fiber, all these foods have a very low calorie density. They take up a ton of space in your stomach, but they don't have a ton of calories. 100 blueberries has the same calories as 13 almonds, and it is very difficult to eat 100 blueberries before you get full or you get bored. Now, on top of the thermic effect and the digestion, you can actually eliminate your appetite entirely as you're letting your body do the heavy lifting for you. So overall, the thermic effect helps you with the immediate boost to your metabolism, but the foods in these categories have so many amazing benefits. Now, when you stack up dozens of these types of optimizations, even a very slow, sluggish metabolism can begin working for you, and losing fat can begin to feel effortless instead of this giant frustrating diet battle that we all can't seem to win. Now, the truth is, you don't need to be carb cycling, you don't need Ozempic, bread doesn't turn evil after 6 p.m., but focusing on these thermogenic foods and your metabolic health, it'll outperform and outlast any fad diet out there. Now, the TEF is only one of the 4 components, and there are still many, many ways to overhaul your metabolic health. We put together a Metabolism Masterclass to show you exactly how to get your metabolism firing on all cylinders, and how career-driven women are transforming their bodies and lives once and for all, and eating their favorite foods. So get your access to the Metabolism Masterclass down below, and if you want more fat loss secrets like this, make sure to subscribe.